Okay, good morning. I'm Basuraj, HG RTS College Randaganno. Today's topic formats principle. This formats principle was first enunciated by Ferry de Format in the year of 1658 by this French mathematician. He was explained about the time for path of length. So this principle states that the path actually taken by the ray of light passing from one point to other point is the path of least time. Fermat's principle states that the path actually taken by the ray of light from one point to another point is the path of least time, minimum time. So this principle is used to explain or used to derive laws of reflection, laws of refraction, and also the fundamental laws of rectilinear propagation of light. And also this statement explained that not only the path of minimum time, and it is also path of maximum time. That's why another statement for this Fermat's principle is the path actually taken by the ray of light passing from one point to another point is the path of minimum time and also maximum time. Path of minimum time and also the maximum time. ಅಂದರೆ ಲೈಟ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಹೋಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ ಲೆಂತ್, ಆ ಒಂದು ಪಾತ್ ಲೆಂತ್ದು ಟೈಮ್ ಐತಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಸಹಿತ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಮಿರರ್ ಇದೆ, ಆ ಮಿರರ್ನ ಎದುರುಗಡೆಗೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಿರರ್ ಎದುರಿಗೆ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಅವನ ಒಂದು ಇಮೇಜ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಮಿರರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನ ಇಮೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್, ಆಗ ದಟ್ ಲೈಟ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಲೈಟು ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಸನ್ಗೆ ಲೈಟು ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಇದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ. ಅದೇ ಲೈಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಆ ಒಂದು ಲೈಟ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಸನ್ಗೆ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಎ ಪೊಸಿಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಲೈಟ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಪಾತ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಲೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಪಾಯಿಂಟಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಪಾತ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದ ಪಾತ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಬೈ ದ ರೇ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ path of minimum time or the maximum time. So now we can derive the laws of reflection. So this one is the plane mirror and ABCD is the plane placed on the plane mirror perpendicular to its plane. ಈ ಒಂದು ಮಿರರ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ABCD ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇದೆ. ಮಿರರ್ಗೆ ಪರ್ಪೆಂಡಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ABCD ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ AO is the incident ray, OB is the refracted ray and ON is the normal, all lie in the same plane ABCD. Hence it is the first law of reflection. ಇಲ್ಲಿ AO incident ray ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, OB refracted ray ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ON ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಾರ್ಮಲ್. ಆ ಮೂರು ABCD ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಇದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ law of reflection. If P is the position of incident light, right? O ಬದಲಿ P ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಆಗ AP becomes the incident ray, PB becomes the reflected ray and OP becomes the normal. ಈಗ AP is greater than AO, PB is greater than OB. So path length APB is greater than AOB. It is the converse of Fermat's principle. ಅಂದರೆ ಲೈಟ್ O ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಆದಾಗ ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಪಾತ್ ಆಫ್ ಮಿನಿಮಮ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ದ ಲೈಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ P, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ದ ಪಾತ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಟೈಮ್. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಲೈಟ್ ಒಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಗೆ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲ್ ಆದಾಗ that is the path of minimum time agbodu or path of maximum time. If the light is incident at the point O, it becomes the path of minimum time. If the light is incident at the point P, it becomes the APB is the path of maximum time agutte. Idu Farmat's principle, laws of reflection. So I is the angle of incidence and R is the angle of reflection. Now we can prove the angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection by this Farmat's principle. See another diagram. M1, M2 is the plane mirror, and the light is incident at the point O on the plane mirror at an angle of incidence I. Then it is reflected along the OB at an angle of refraction R. It means that AO is the incident ray, OB is the reflected ray, and ON is the normal. I is the angle of incidence between incident ray and normal, and R is the angle of reflection between reflected ray and normal. So now the path of length AO equal to U, and path of this refracted ray, path of incident ray AO equal to U, path of reflected ray OB equal to V, and this line AD is drawn perpendicular to the plane mirror, this AD equal to M, and this line BC is drawn perpendicular to OC, that's why that BC is equal to N. So now time taken to travel the light from the path AOB. ಈಗ ಲೈಟ್ AOB path ಅಲ್ಲಿ A to O, O to B travel ಆಗಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಟೈಮ್ ಬೇಕಾಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ we know that fundamental equation, distance traveled divided by time taken is equal to velocity, then time is equal to distance divided by velocity. So distance means A to O plus O to B divided by, instead of B, C is taken. C is the velocity of light in A. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ the time taken to travel the light from A to O, O to B is AO plus OB divided by C is equal to AO is nothing but the U and OB equal to V. So we get T is equal to U plus V divided by C. C is the velocity of light in A, and correct as equation number 1. So now we should consider the right angle triangle AOD. In this triangle, now considering the trigonometric function secant. However, secant togondidre, that secant I is equal to hypotenuse side divided by adjacent side. Secant is the reciprocal of cos. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ secant I is equal to hypotenuse side AO divided by adjacent side is AD, and AO equal to U and AD equal to M. Therefore sec I equal to U by M. Therefore U is equal to M sec I. Similarly, in the another triangle OBC, that another trigonometric function same trigonometric function sec are taken. This and this are vertically opposite angle. That's why sec R is equal to hypotenuse side is OB and base is the BC. So sec R is equal to OB divided by BC. OB is equal to B and BC equal to N. We get sec R is equal to V by N. After transformation, we get V is equal to N sec R. So this U is equal to M sec I and V is equal to N sec R, substituting in the equation 1 instead of U and V. Therefore, this equation T is equal to 1 by C into bracket U is nothing but the M sec I plus V is nothing but the N sec R. So O is the point of incidence on the plane mirror. If the point of incidence on the plane mirror is changed, either it is shifted towards D or shifted towards the O, but the angle of incidence and angle of reflection are slightly changed. ಇಲ್ಲಿ O ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದರ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆದರೆ O D ಕಡೆಗೆ ಈ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆದರೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆದರೆ I ಮತ್ತು R ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಸ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಲೈಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ವಿತ್ ರೆಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು T or ದಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಅನ್ನು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ dt equal to 1 by C into M is the common. So differentiation of the sin sec I is the secant I into tan I into di plus differentiation of n sec R. N is the constant. Differentiation of secant R is the secant R into tan R into dr. So if the position of O is changed, then there is a very small change in interval of time. Negligibly small change in interval of time. That's why that small interval of time dt can be neglected. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಬೋತ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆದರೂ ಸಹಿತ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ದಟ್ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ dt = 0 ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ dt = 0 ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ c ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಂಡು 0 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಈ ತರ ನಾವು ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಆಗ m sec i into tan i into di, when it is taken on the right side it becomes the minus n into sec r into tan r into dr. That is equation number 2. And see this diagram, do plus oc equal to constant. If position of both change ಆದರೂ ಸಹಿತ o ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, o ಇಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಆದರೂ ಸಹಿತ do plus oc remains constant. do plus oc ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಉಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ again we should consider the do plus oc equal to constant and equation number 3. ಈಗ ಟ್ರಯಾಂಗಲ್ OD ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, AOD ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮಗೆ DO ಬೇಕು, ಹಾಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಿಗೊನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ tan ತಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ. tan i is equal to opposite side by adjacent side do divided by AD, and do divided by AD is nothing but the m. So we get tan i is equal to do divided by m. After cross multiplication we get do is equal to m tan i. Similarly in the triangle OBC ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, so tan r is equal to opposite side is OC and adjacent side is the BC. So OC is divided by BC is nothing but the n. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ tan r equal to OC divided by n, then OC is equal to n tan r. Now these two values, so do equal to m tan i and OC equal to n tan r are substituting in the equation number 3. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ instead of do ಇದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ m tan i plus n OC is nothing but the n tan r is equal to constant. Now again differentiate this equation. Aga m into differentiation of tan i is the sec square I into di plus n into sec square r into dr is equal to 0. Now this term is taken on the right side. We get m sec square I into di is equal to minus n sec square r into dr. Now dividing the equation 2 by 4, even the equation 2 and even the equation 4 in the divide ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ m and n cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 1 sec and sec cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, di and dn cancel ಆಗಿ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ tan i ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1 sec i ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಇಂದ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ -n cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, dr cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, 1 sec r and sec r cancel ಆಗಿ ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ tan r ಉಳಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ sec r ಉಳಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ tan i by sec r is equal to tan r by sec r. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ tan is nothing but the sin by cos, sin i divided by cos i, and sec is nothing but the 1 by cos, 1 by cos i is equal to tan r is nothing but the sin r divided by cos r divided by sec r is nothing but the reciprocal of cos r, 1 by cos r. Cos i cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ in the left side of the equation, and cos r and cos r get cancelled in the right side of the equation. ಆಗ remaining terms are sin i in the left side and sin r in the right side. Therefore sin i is equal to sin r. Sin ಮತ್ತು sin cancel ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಗ we get this equation i is equal to r. i is equal to r ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ i equal to r ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? I is the angle of incidence and r is the angle of reflection. That is, angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal. Hence the second law of reflection. Hence the second law of reflection. However, first law of reflection is angle of the incident ray, reflected ray and normal are lie in the same plane. It is the first law of reflection. And angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection is the second law of reflection. Both the laws are derived from the Fermat's principle. Both the laws are derived from the Fermat's principle. Okay? Thank you. Laws of reflection.